Shalom everybody. Now there are a lot of misconceptions about the words proof and evidence. So I'm going to give you an example of evidence, and we're going to read the definitions of both evidence and proof. We're going to discuss the atheist faith, and is evidence proof, a belief, or both? Alright? We can't prove too much. It's like the abridged version of this whole thing. Before I even get started, we just can't prove too much what we believe. We do have a lot of beliefs. Everybody has a lot of beliefs. We want to deny or not, we have a lot of beliefs. But let's say that, not even for the creationists, let's say that a person came to earth and started performing all kind of miracles, and we were just healing people and, you know, just spreading all kind of weird kindness where everybody was just happy whenever they were around them, and it's all kind of just, you know, miraculous stuff that you would think would never happen. Would that prove that was the God that we're talking about? No, that would not prove that that's our God. That would be evidence that could be a God, because that's, you know, he just performing some pretty miraculous things that we don't know humans to do. You know, raising the dead, all kind of stuff like that. So that's evidence that that could be our God, but it's not proof. Alright? And let's say a man came to you from a random city and he said, "Hey, my name is Franklin Davenport." Does that prove that his name is Franklin Davenport? No, it's evidence. That's evidence. His name could be Franklin Davenport, but that's not proof. Now, if he took out his wallet and showed you his ID, and it had the name Franklin Davenport on it, with his picture. Now, would that prove that his name is Franklin Davenport? No, it'd be more evidence though, but it wouldn't prove a thing. It could be a fake ID. And let's say a man came to him and said, "Hey, Franklin Davenport." Now, would that be proof that his name is Franklin Davenport? No, it's more evidence. Pretty compelling evidence when you put them all together, but that's not proof. Now, you can assume that his name is Franklin Davenport, but that's not proof that it is. He could have hired that person to say that prior to him coming up to you. So, it's not proof. It's pretty good evidence. So we can't call that proof. So basically, a lot of what we believe is out of faith. Even the things that we read, we can't truly prove and test everything, even with the whole creation thing. Like, we can't prove it. That we can't create anything. Like, we can't create new materials. Nothing can be created or destroyed. We can't create anything new. So we can't even like recreate the creation, because we can't create. Just like you can't prove that something can create itself. Like the odds of that, like the odds of the Big Bang happening are the same odds if you blew up a scrapyard and a Ferrari is produced. Same exact odds. That something's going to just create itself out of nothing. Now that I've given you that example, let's read the definition of evidence. And I quote from dictionary.com. This is evidence: that which tends to prove or disprove something. Ground for belief. Proof. So, it's saying that which tends to prove or disprove something. This is evidence. Something that tends to prove or disprove something. Ground for belief. You see the belief in it? It's evidence, which is a belief because it can't be proven. If you have evidence for something, it's a belief. It says it right here. Ground for belief. Proof. It's grounds for, the evidence is grounds for the proof, but the evidence is a belief because it's not proven. So it's a belief because it has not been proven, which I've been saying for a long time. If it's not proven and you believe in it, it's a belief, even if it's evidence. It doesn't matter if it's evidence, because it says right here, ground for belief. It's the grounds for a belief. It's evidence. Okay, that's the first one. This is the second one. Something that makes plain or clear an indication or sign. Okay, makes plain clear indication of sign. This is third, law, data presented to a court or a jury in proof of the facts in issue, and which may include the testimony of witnesses, records, documents, or objects. This is the fourth, to make evidence or clear show, clearly manifest. To make evident or clear show. Okay. So it's basically saying that evidence isn't proof, it's a belief because it's not proven. Okay, and here is another little definition that's like further down on the page with a little example. It says your basis for belief or disbelief, knowledge on which to base belief. Okay, this is an example. The evidence that smoking causes lung cancer is very compelling. That's evidence. But you still have to believe it because it's not proven, which makes it a belief. Now, if you're an atheist, you say you don't have beliefs, you either don't know what the word evidence means, or you're just lying because you have beliefs. If you believe in evidence, you say we have evidence for this, it's not proven, but we have evidence. Okay, and let's read proof now. And I quote from dictionary.com. It's the first one. Evidence sufficient to establish a thing as true, or to produce belief in its truth. And we see belief again. It says to produce belief in its truth. This is what proof is. It said evidence sufficient to establish a thing as true. It's not known. It's like it's proof for it, but it's still not known. But it's proof. It's saying evidence sufficient to establish a thing as true. It's like a sufficient amount of evidence. So no one has a sufficient amount of evidence to establish the claim that the universe created itself as being true. So if you believe it, if that's what's in your theory, and you quote it and you preach it, then that's a belief, because it doesn't have sufficient enough evidence to be proven. So as far as right now, it's a belief. If you don't believe it or not, that's your problem, but you have beliefs. And you've seen the first one, it says, or to produce belief in its truth. It's saying, given enough evidence, then you will be able to believe that it would give more belief to the truth. You'll be able to believe that truth more because of the evidence, but it's still a belief. Even though it's proof, it's still a belief. It's saying right here. Look in the dictionary, look it up. The second one is anything serving as such evidence. The third one, the act of testing or making trial of anything. So, well, that's like proving. That's in the act of proving something, like testing it and trialing it over. You're proving something in this sense right here. But the fourth one, the establishment of the truth of anything, demonstration. So we can't demonstrate a lot of things that we say, like the creation. We can't demonstrate that. We can't create anything. We have never observed anything creating itself. So these things have not been proven, which means they are beliefs. You have beliefs. Then you're going to say, well, you can't tell me what I have. That's fine. I can't. But still, you have beliefs. Quit trying to act like beliefs is just so bad. You believe in things. Evidence is contingent upon beliefs, because it's not proven, like I've been saying a long time. But if you don't believe it, too bad. That's it for this one. Now, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna kind of pause on the whole atheist videos. Probably gonna be my last one for a little while. So, except for a few video responses I might make. Yeah. But besides that, I'm gonna kind of quit on the atheist thing for a little time. So, that's it. May y'all be blessed out with your knowledge. Shalom.
Incoherent species into. What you talking about? It's words you need to know.